This is the free motion quilting tutorial for C's and E's. This is stitched by first starting with the letter C in cursive. Then you're going to travel stitch back around and loop up with a letter E. Again, stitch a letter C, backtrack, and stitch a letter E. I guess what my real goal with this design was to create myself a lot of tongue twisters while I was speaking through the video tutorial, because it's not always easy to talk about, but it's a very fun design to stitch. And I played with it a lot, and I actually found after a little bit of stitching that it was actually easier to stitch the E's first and then swing the C around it. So really, I guess the name of the design should have been E's and C's instead of C's and E's, but let's not get too technical here. This design is stitched as a independent design, which means that it can really go in any area of your quilt. Because you're forming the design independently, you're just wiggling this C and E anywhere you want to in your quilting design. Generally, with independent designs, I will work in more or less a row from the left to the right, then from the right to the left. And you can see that I worked more or less to the right for a little while, and then I'm going back into this area to fill it in consistently with the rest of the design. This design is very matte because of the texture that's created, the thread buildup. And traveling from the letter C, the thread will stand out very beautifully on the surface of your quilt and create a very matte look, very matte texture. And I think that this is going to be a design that works really, really well in the background of your quilt. You can easily expand this design for all over quilting, or you can shrink it down for section quilting. It's entirely up to you. It can easily go in any area of your quilt, so definitely have fun with it. And here's what it looks like when you finish C's and E's. For over 200 videos on free motion quilting, plus loads of tools and supplies for this awesome hobby, go to daystyledesigns.com.